Hi everyone. I actually have a couple of videos I want to go over today. It is unbelievable to me that black people still think they deserve reparations. I used to think it was stupid to say, let's add up all the welfare black people have gotten. Let's add up all the food stamps. Let's add up all the free medical care. Let's add up all the Section 8 and HUD housing, where there are actually black people who get to basically live rent free in an actual house. Not a project, not an apartment, an actual house. Well, now I'm starting to see the light. Add that all up. Add that up for all the years they've been taking advantage of the system. And for how many times they were allowed to get away with their crimes just because they're black. Black people have already gotten their reparations. And they think, oh no, I deserve more because of my ancestors. Your ancestors went through shit. You're causing your own problems. And white people have to go and clean it up. Look at all the HUD housing. When black people get in, majority destroy the shit, especially before they're forced out. Holes in the wall, piss and shit on the floor, and it's not all places, but it is a ton. But still, they just get to move on to the next clean place and mess it up. And then they feel entitled when they've destroyed the place that they should just get something clean and nice again. And again, it's not all, but it is majority. Like I said, there are a couple of videos I want to go over today, and if black people don't like it, oh well, too bad, so sad. Here we go.
Do anybody know the day that we gonna start stealing the groceries and stealing the stuff out the stores? Cause I get paid next week, but I can wait until y'all start grabbing stuff and then save the little bit of money that I got.
Let's hear that again.
Do anybody know the day that we gonna start stealing the groceries and stealing the stuff out the stores? Cause I get paid next week, but I can wait until y'all start grabbing stuff and then save the little bit of money that I got.
But this is white man's fault. White people don't allow black people to have jobs. This black guy has a job, but he wants to go loot and steal. And you think it's going to be just groceries, or is it going to be like the Black Lives Matter riots? 50-inch screen TVs or bigger. They're already threatening they're going to go in cars and take what they want. They want to go in people's homes and take what they want. There is actually a mother whose three teenage sons were killed because they were burglarizing a home. There is actually a video where they threw something into the glass door, and you can hear the people inside screaming in horror. But the black mother wants to sue because all three of her kids are dead. They deserve to be gone. You terrorized people to go in their homes and steal what you feel is rightfully yours? And just like the average blood sucking black person, she wants to get paid for her kids being gone. What kind of mother was she that her kids felt like it would be okay to do that? And I guarantee you that wasn't the first time her kids did something. And black people want reparations? Black people today do not deserve reparations. Oh, well, it could have been generational wealth. Yeah, black people back in the day was given money. They knew how to make it stretch. They knew how to buy property, this and that. Black people today just want everything handed to them by the white man because they feel they deserve it. You pieces of shit deserve nothing. Here's proof right here.
But I need to know the exact day though, cause make sure I ain't gotta work and make sure I ain't got nothing going on.
So he can still continue to work and get money, but he's gonna steal wherever the fuck he wants.
Probably need a ride because I don't want to drive my car. But just
Yeah, you don't want to drive your car because you don't want to get caught because you know this is wrong.
whatever day that's gonna be, just say yeah, this the day we still in the stuff is this. Just drop it down there low and let me know. I'll be
So we have been watching the EBT wars play out for a few days now. And these people have been threatening to do all kinds of things. We know they've been threatening to loot grocery stores and Walmart. They've also been threatening to target people who buy their own groceries and rob them.
And it's going to be white people because these degenerate low-life scumbags are jealous of white people. From our white skin to our good hair, good eye color, and everything else. Who came up with the term good hair? It wasn't white people. Who comes up with the terms of European standard of beauty and things like that? Who wants to change what they look like to look like white people? Who are cowards who will wear masks to try to get away with their bullshit? Trump better call in tanks and the military because bullets cost only a couple of cents to a couple of dollars. Take care of these problems right away and make America a much safer place. Don't like what I'm saying? Don't act like this. Don't act like animals that need to be put down. Rabid animals who are dangerous.
Kill them if they have to. Hell, they even said that they're going to go riot outside of the White House and try to get Trump, right?
It's not Trump. Trump doesn't have the authority to change this. It's Schumer and the Democrats. But nope. Uh-uh.
So they're threatening all kinds of things. And I see that some people are still making the mistake of thinking that the only people we have to worry about doing this are people who are on food stamps.
Nope, and I knew this was going to happen because other black people don't want to be left out of the freebies. It's not freebies, you degenerate motherfuckers. But apparently, they didn't get enough during the Black Lives Matter riots. Most of those people, even though they knew who they were, weren't punished for what they did. They were proud of what they did. These kind of people have to be stopped. Stores aren't going to want to go in particular neighborhoods because they're going to risk this shit. Oh, but that's racism. Not that the black people are causing problems and destroying stores and stealing shit, making it impossible for the stores to actually be in the neighborhood. Oh no, you have to overlook that because they be black. You have to let them take the shit for nothing because they be black and they be owed reparations. They ain't owed shit.
Who won't be getting food stamps in November, maybe if things continue to play out how they're playing out. But you see, unfortunately, we now have thousands of black people who are not on food stamps uploading videos saying, hey, when are y'all going to steal? Because I want in on it.
And another thing, let's say the government opens up before that. These degenerate pieces of shit that don't deserve to be here are still gonna do it because they're gonna feel like, oh, they did it just to take this away from us. We still gonna be stealing. Trump, get the military in here and tell them don't hold back.
I want to steal too. So we're not only dealing with people on food stamps claiming they're going to steal, the whole community, regardless if they're on food stamps or not, they say they want in on it. And now they're threatening that they're going to loot as well. They're going to step in and make the situation even worse.
And where were these other people losing out on government benefits? They weren't. Like you heard that guy, he wants to save himself some of his money. There is a problem in black people's heads. And liberal white people, the Democrats, they fueled that. They kept turning the little tick in their heads. You deserve more. You deserve more. You shouldn't have to work for it. You should just have it. Bullshit.
You heard the guy at the beginning of this video. He says he gets paid this week. He can go buy his groceries like all of us. But he says, no, I want to save my money. Because if y'all are going to be stealing soon, I'm going to go loot and steal with all of y'all. And then I can save my paycheck. And let me ask you this question. If these people are threatening that they're going to target people who buy their own groceries, if these people are threatening to show up to people's homes and rob them, steal their food, kill them, whatever, if they're threatening to do that, and not all, but a lot of the black people who are not even on food stamps are saying, hey, we're going to help y'all loot and steal, then who do you think they're going to be targeting?
White people, because they are so jealous of white people, it eats them up inside.
Spoiler alert, they're not going to be targeting black people who buy their own groceries. No, they're going to be specifically targeting white people, older white people, white moms who are out grocery shopping.
Bianca Ellis, she was just found guilty on all counts. That smirk she had in the beginning was wiped clean off her fucking bullshit face. How she was in the beginning is how these degenerates are. Very happy to take out white people. They're fucking cowards who can't stand their own look, their own skin color, their own hair, their own eyelashes, their own nails. They can't stand it. Now, yes, I understand I don't like the way I look, but I'm not forcing people to look at me, and I'm not condemning people who do not look like me. I'm not condemning people who do look like me. I'm not trying to change my look and put an afro on my fucking head to look like black people because a lot of black people feel, oh yeah, being black is the thing to be. Really? Black people should be ashamed of what their own people are doing. And they don't clean up their own community. White people have to do it. And there you go, racism. No, motherfuckers, stop acting like degenerate, savage animals that have to be put down. You're human? You claim you're a human being? Start acting like it.
with their babies. They're going to target the same people that they always target with violence, the most vulnerable. So, old white people, white women, Asians, people like that. That's who they're going for. They're not going for black people who are not on food stamps because a lot of the black people who are not on food stamps are going to be right there with them, looting, stealing, robbing, doing whatever you could think of.
No reparations. No more talk of reparations. These low-life scumbags do not deserve it. And if they do this, they should lose their jobs. And the ones who are on government benefits should lose their benefits. Round them all up, put them in prison. And if they try to riot in prison, just blow the prison up. You think I'm kidding now? I'm fucked with every single day because I'm white. Any video I put out there, I'm fucked with, even if it's a trailer to a movie. But no, we're not allowed to say black fatigue. Yeah, well, fuck you. We've been dealing with black people and their bullshit for how long? Oh, well, you shouldn't have brought us here. We didn't start bringing yous here. Your own kind did that. And there were more white slaves in America than there were ever black slaves. If you knew how to pick up a book and read, you'd understand that.
And I know that all black people are not like this, and I know that
Yes.
all black people are not going to be participating in this nonsense, but it's going to be a lot of them. And
Yep.
if you go on the internet, all you see is black people making these videos. So don't get mad at me for pointing out the obvious.
But they do because you're white and you're not allowed to talk on black business. Well, motherfuckers, your black business is going to interfere with white business. And it always has. Take care of your own people so this don't have to happen. Nope. It's like Chris Tucker. His family found out he made $20 million a year. They quit their jobs and expected him to support them. And he said, you better go get your jobs back. So, what is he, a coon for that? Because he's not taking care of as many black people as he can, even in his own family? He earned that money. They didn't. Oh, well, come on, help a brother out. You ain't brothers and sisters. No, you fucking ain't. Because you would throw your brother or sister or mother or child under the fucking bus to get what you want.
You should go talk to these people who are threatening to do all of this because all they're doing is, proving all of the stereotypes right. That's all that's happening.
Yep.
But you would hope
And then white people are not allowed to call out the stereotypes, even though it's happening right in front of all our faces. You have to put black people on a pedestal. Well, when black people start acting like they should be put on a pedestal, that's when we'll do it. But acting like low-life scumbags, no. And you can wipe your asses with your idea of reparations. You all have gotten enough.
that people who are not on food stamps, that they would be the voice of reason in the community. Maybe
No, they're black and they feel like they're going to be missing out on something, and God forbid they miss out on anything free. But it's not free, you fucking assholes.
they would say, hey, I see you're not getting food stamps this month. Maybe I could help you out a little bit. We're not seeing that. No, we're seeing, hey, when are y'all looting? We want to loot too. In fact, I got another clip to show you.
That's their mentality, and you're not allowed to say anything about it because you're white. Stay out of black people's business. This is black people's business that they're going to go looting and stealing. And they're proud of it.
I always bring the clips, but what I need you guys to bring is the thumbs up. So hit the thumbs up button. It may not seem like much, but it helps the channel out a lot. Also, share the video. The news is not going to talk about this. Your favorite YouTubers are scared to talk about the things that I talk about on this channel.
Because black people will call them racist, and the majority of the world will fucking listen because black people are just poor, helpless people. They're victims of society, they're victims of the world. Victims, 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 victims. But look at all the shit they're doing and all the shit they're getting. Fuck you.
Channel. So share the video. Also, drop a comment, subscribe, put your notifications on. If you want to take your support even further, you could always donate via Cash App or Super Thanks. Now, with that being said, let's roll this clip and then I'll be right back with more.
I just pulled up in front of this grocery store and I just really want to know, when are y'all going to go and snap? If they can take away these snap benefits, when is we snapping? When is the day? When are we snapping? When we snapping? Because don't have me going in the grocery store and y'all loading up your carts with groceries, running out, and I'm at the register. I'm running too. I'm running too. Y'all doing it November, December? When is the day? Because I want to be.
These dirty pieces of shit are looking forward to this. But you're not allowed to call them dirty pieces of shit. You're not allowed to say they're looking forward to it. You're not even allowed to say there's something wrong with this. Get the fuck out of here.
Be in on it. Okay? I want to know what's the day that y'all is going to go and steal.
Why don't you get that stupid bullshit off your fucking head? Stop worrying about your nails. Stop worrying about your eyelashes. Use that money to get you food. The hair that's on your head right now might have cost $200 just for the hair itself. That couldn't help you out right now? Oh no, listen to her. She's racist. She doesn't want us to look good. Look good? So that means the only way black women can look good is to look like a white woman. Gotcha. I understand.
because I want to get some too. This is the side of TikTok that wants to know when we are about to make a date to get our stuff.
The sad
They are looking forward to it. And when these degenerates are told no, they can't, who the fuck are you to tell me I can't? If the government opens up and the EBT benefits are there for them, they're still going to do it. They're doing it before they even know if they're going to have EBT benefits. And they're going for the high end shit. Eventually, everything's going to have to be under lock and key. And they're going to pull that's racist too. What's racist? Not letting you pieces of shit take whatever the fuck you want? Things are put behind lock and key because of pieces of shit who steal the shit. And then you want to complain your EBT is not enough to afford groceries. Stop stealing and the prices won't go up so much.
thing is, there's still people out there trying to make excuses for these reactions that we're seeing. They're making excuses saying, well, they're hungry. They're hungry mothers. They're desperate.
They ain't at the point of desperation yet. And they certainly have money for their hair, their nails, their eyelashes. Don't give me this shit. They're desperate mothers trying to feed their kids. A lot of them kill their kids when they don't get the fucking government benefits for them. Look it up.
But how do you make an excuse for this? People who are literally saying, hey, I just got paid this week, but I want to go rob and steal anyway. I'm not going to spend my money. Why? When I can go steal. You got people saying, well, when's the date? When we going to go steal? I'm not going to sit at the cashier and check out if y'all stealing. I'm stealing too. How do you make excuses for that? And people always try to play the sympathy card.
They're black. That's the biggest excuse of all.
You got to be more sympathetic. You got to sympathize with these people.
No, you don't. You gotta take a bat to their fucking skulls. It's enough of this shit. They're threatening to go into people's houses. What did the Black Lives Matter leaders say? White people should give up their homes for black people. Why? Why? Because they're black and they're acting like toddlers who don't get their own way? Get the fuck out of here.
In order to survive, in order to navigate this new world that we're living in moving forward, you have to stop being so sympathetic.
Yes.
And why would you even sympathize with people who are literally telling you, hey, if the government doesn't buy our snacks, we're going to come to your house and kill you and take your food?
Like that big black bitch who went behind the counter where the cashier was and stood towering over her. I can't get my VCs? You're not allowed to be behind there. Oh, but you can't tell a black person that. No, no, you can't. They're allowed to go wherever they want, whenever they want, and you shouldn't be able to stop them. You've got people saying, well, these restrictions that are going on EBT, they can't get snacks. The whole world can have snacks. Why can't they? Because the problem is that's all they fucking want. They don't want to buy chicken and vegetables and rice and all this other shit. No. They want their Reese's. And that's part of reparations. Fuck off.
If the government doesn't buy our Debbie cakes, we're going to attack you when you leave the grocery store. We'll attack you and your kids and steal all your groceries. You want to sympathize with that? What, do you have a
Apparently,
death wish? Being so sympathetic is what put us in the position that we're in now.
yes, they feel entitled to all this shit. Maybe for a lot of them, we do need to bring back the days of slavery and whip them. Don't like me saying it? Don't act like it should be done. You don't have the right to go in the store and loot and rob. You don't have that fucking right. It's not a right. It's against the law. Oh, white man's law. You don't like white man's law? Go the fuck away. Oh, but you know how to use the white man's law to get whatever guy you list as the father of your child to pay up, and if he doesn't, he goes to jail, which fucks him up from getting a good job. And if he gets any semblance of a raise, you want that too. Then find out 20 years after the fact it's not even their kid. Yeah, been too lenient with black people. Now, I'm not saying white people don't do that shit too, but what's all the videos about? White people are bitching, but they're not saying they're gonna go rob and steal and shit. It's only the black people. Get it?
And being sympathetic towards these people only makes your life and your kids' life and your grandkids and your great grandkids' life more difficult in
Yup,
the future.
yup,
We have a community of parasites
yup,
that are leeching off of all of us.
yup.
And if we say, no, 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 we cannot give any more, they say, well, we'll kill you then.
There you go. There you go. So, animals who do that need to be put the fuck down.
There is no sympathizing with that. And then you have people, you want to say, oh, they're hungry, they're desperate. You got people who aren't even on food stamps that have plenty of money to pay for their own food, and they're saying, hey, we want to have some fun too. We want to loot and steal too. We want to rob you too.
Yup.
And you want me to feel bad for those people?
Nope.
Hell no. I don't have a single ounce of sympathy in my.
Me either. And it's exhausting keeping up with all the free shit they fucking want all the time.
Heart for the people who are.
These degenerates make fun of people who have a job. These degenerates make fun of people who have an education. These degenerates make fun of people who don't speak like they do and fuck up words and fuck up meanings of words and don't act like them and don't be a fucking hooah rubbing their twats on everything. Get the fuck out of here.
Reacting this way. Now, if there are people out there who are struggling for real, maybe they're disabled, maybe they're old, they can't work for a certain reason. Hell, you got people out here who are trying to work and are trying to make a way, who get a minimal amount of food stamps. I'm not looking down on them. I feel bad if they get put in a bad position. I feel bad for people who are actually humble, who are actually good people. I don't feel bad for ghetto hood ratchets that shouldn't be on food stamps in the first place,
Yes.
that are living off of my money, your money, and everyone else's money. Our quality of life is lowered because of these people. We can't have nice things because of these people.
Yes. And a lot of them say, no, that's not true. Yes, it is. Oh, I don't believe black people go into a neighborhood and ruin it. Their neighborhoods were nice until they moved in and ruined it. What do you think? It was just like that and they were put there because it was a bad place? That doesn't even make sense.
Half the country has their stores already locked behind glass cases because of these people. And that's just the reality. It's a harsh reality, but it's reality. And we cannot ignore that reality, and we cannot coddle these people any longer. But this is where we're at in the EBT wars now. They have officially gotten worse because now I think it's safe to say that we don't even have to worry about the people on EBT. It just looks like this is just an excuse for an entire community of people to go crazy. And if
Exactly. Exactly. And if the benefits come back in time, they're still going to do it because they're going to feel like something was being kept from them. There's something wrong in their fucking heads that you can't fix. Now let's go to the second video I want to do. Here we go. Whenever it loads.
If they're gonna cut off food stamps, bitch, 5-figure discount. What? What the fuck are y'all gonna do when they cut off food stamps? You are just so funny.
Did she just spit something out of her mouth?
If they're gonna cut off food stamps, bitch, 5-figure discount. What? What the fuck are y'all gonna do when they cut off food stamps?
She picked something out of her tooth with her tongue and spit it out. She's not in the street. She's in her home. This is what these degenerates do. Oh, but I'm not allowed to say that. Okay.
You are just so funny. The affirmation of your day is to mind your fucking business, sir, and go feed your kids and stop creeping with your cousin and also sleeping with the neighbor's dog.
Bitch. Where did white people learn bestiality from? And sleeping with the neighbor's dog? Look at you. You look like you came out of a dog's twat. And sleeping with cousins? Let's see. Kanika Jenkins, that girl who was found in a freezer. Who took her virginity? Her cousin. There's a woman named Regina. Who got her at a family barbecue? Family members. So many more black women than white women have tales of their own family sexually abusing them, possibly since birth. But you want to say that's white people? There's more incest in the black community than any other community. And I'm talking about here in America. But you want to put down white people like that, but you want white people's money, right? Piece of shit.
Okay.
you see how her immediate response to someone telling her to get a job, her immediate response is to hurl out a bunch of racist insults. Because you see, people like her, they feel as if it's racist if you expect them to have a job.
People like her, which is the majority of black people, feel like everything said to them by a white person is racist. Somebody walking along, a white person, very happy, chipper, hearing the birds chirp, sees a black person. Good morning, how are you? They want to kill them. Would that white person say to me? And you can't fix it because black people teach their kids, and it's not all, There is a small handful who don't, but they teach their kids white people are bad. You've got to have the good, smooth hair like white people. That's the only way black women can look beautiful. Man, go fuck yourself. Fuck you. This is your degenerate bullshit. Sorry. This isn't white people's problem. It's black people's problem. And they need to figure out what they're going to do, not rob and steal specifically from white people. And like I said, when the stores decide it's not worth being in a neighborhood that has too many blacks in it, that's wrong. That's racism. But look what's happening. And this might happen in other neighborhoods because these degenerates will drive from one neighborhood to another. You cannot fix people like this. They just don't deserve to be here anymore.
and provide for themselves just like everyone else. They view that as racism. And she's throwing out these insults of, oh, why you're sleeping with your cousin and all of this nonsense. Do these people not know that inbreeding is way more popular amongst brown people as opposed to white people? We can pull up the map right now and it clearly shows that inbreeding is most popular in Africa and in the Middle East.
Uh huh. And who started slavery? The Middle Easterners. They brought it to the black people in Africa. And I guess they taught them some shit. But no, that's white people from the get go. Wrong. You want to look and see who the animals is, you motherfuckers? Look in the mirror.
And if any of you grew up with as many black friends as I did, then chances are you at least know a couple of people that slept with their cousin. Maybe you had a black friend that lost their virginity to their auntie or something. Yeah, it's very common in the hood, okay? It
Yes, it is.
is very common, and everyone is cousins and everyone is aunties. No one knows who is who anymore. But you see,
Okay, hold it, Cinema Shogun. Just because this is true doesn't mean it's funny. You shouldn't be laughing. That's not funny. You think the kids choose to have sex with their fucking uncles and aunts and all this other shit? There's a guy named Tommy Sotomayor. He is still affected by what his mother's friend did to him when he was 10 years old. And what did the men in his family say? Well, if you didn't like it, you gotta be gay. They made a joke of it. This is not funny.
they look at white people who are living in a two-parent household. They look at white people who are raising their kids as a family, who go to work every day, work a 9 to 5 to pay their bills and buy their own groceries. They look at them as if they're superior, right? That's why they constantly cry about white supremacy. When you think of white supremacy, you think of it much differently than what they do.
Black men decide they want white women. Black women say it's because they can't handle a strong black woman. No, they can't handle your fucking bullshit. And then you guilt them. Oh, well, your mother's black. What guy wants to fuck their mother? But that's what these degenerate black women think. Oh, your sister's black. Why would a guy want to fuck his sister? And if white guys dare to say they won't touch a black woman, that's racist. You cannot fix this shit. Well, there is one fix, but most people are too humane to do it.
When they see a white family with a father and the mother in the household, it doesn't got to be a rich family. When they see a middle class family living a normal life, they view it as if that's something that is impossible for them to obtain.
Well, it is. I wouldn't want to stick my dick if I had one into a woman who has 7 kids by 7 different men and who knows how other many men she allowed into her twat without a condom, without nothing, just to have the fucking kid.
That's why they're constantly crying about white supremacy. Okay? They're crying because middle class white families have mother and father in the home. They don't have food stamps. They're not living on rental assistance. They own their home. They view this as white supremacy. Okay?
And I got news for you fuckers. Not every white person has that. Oh, well, in public assistance, the numbers say it's mostly white people. And the white people aren't acting like savage animals that need to be put down. You get it?
As if this is some level of superiority that they are incapable of obtaining.
They are incapable of attaining it, most of them. When they're asked, do the kids have the same father? No. And why are you so violent? Because you know that's wrong. And you know they're going to look at you a certain way and you feel like they have no right. No, bitch, you had no right to do that to your kids. Medical reasons alone, you shouldn't say there are 10 men in the running to be the father of your one child. But they love telling all 10 guys, you're the father, start giving me money. Then the one they put down for child support, for the government, the white man, to go after and punish when he's not able to pay for that kid, when it's found out it's not his biological kid, the mothers are like, oh well, no, oh well, you should be made to pay that money back, maybe be put in prison, and your kid be put with people who can actually raise it to be a human being, not a replica of you.
But maybe if this woman stopped acting so ghetto,
Yep,
maybe if she didn't have tattoos all over her face, it
yep,
looks like one of the 5 or 6 kids that she popped out probably doesn't know who the baby daddy is. It looks like her kids are just writing on her face with crayon.
yep.
Maybe if she wasn't so ghetto, maybe if she wasn't popping out kids left and right, maybe if she actually did something with herself, maybe if she didn't have tattoos all over her face, and she did something constructive instead of threatening to steal and loot online, maybe she could reach that level of superiority that she feels like she's incapable of reaching.
If I had a job and someone came in, I don't care black, I don't care white, I don't care whatever, with tattoos all over their face, don't call us, we'll call you.
But you see, and it's important for you to understand this, When the food stamps go away, they don't view it as, I guess I don't have these benefits anymore. I'm not going to get the help that I usually get. The way they view it is, oh, this is white people coming for me. This is white people's fault. This is racism. We got to take our anger out on white people. It's
You want to take your anger out on white people just because they're white and you're not. Boil it down to the bare truth. Oh, I'm racist for saying it. You're racist for doing it. Black people judge white people every fucking day. And it's okay because they're black. Black people don't want me on YouTube anymore. Why? Because I'm white and I talk about this bullshit. But they can call me whatever they want. They can say whatever they want. They can do whatever they want to me. They want to find out who I am so they can come and kill me because I'm saying shit they don't like. They have said it in videos, and YouTube does nothing about it. They want to get facial recognition software to identify me. They're capable of doing all this shit, but they ain't capable of getting a job. Oh no. But hunting down white people and killing them, that they can do. Well, that's an animal. And what should you do to animals that target human beings? Because most black people don't seem like they're human beings anymore.
white people this, it's white people that. That's the way their brains work.
Yep.
And if you don't believe me, I have a clip to show you right now because I always bring the receipts. I always do. These people show their true colors every day. They are loud and proud about how they feel. Okay? So I don't really got to say I don't even have to say much. I just hold up a mirror and allow these people to speak for themselves. And boy, oh boy, they've been speaking for themselves a lot lately.
And if they're women, they've got on hair that ain't their hair so they can look like white women. Don't like me saying it? Don't be it.
And like I said, they're blaming all of this on white people. Not the white people in Washington, just white people and racism in general.
Exactly. They're not going to go after the ones who are in power because they can get in trouble for it. But they go after the average Joe Schmo because they'll get away with it. Because the ones in power don't care about the average Joe Schmo.
And now they're saying that white people are obligated to pay for their groceries.
White people owe black people nothing. White people are not obligated to pay black people anything. But this is what they're saying all over the fucking place. You can't fix that.
They feel as if white people should always pay for their food, groceries, and whatever. That's literally how they feel.
You feel like that, then white people should own black people. Like, yes, we do own our children. We have to help our children as they grow up. Should we own black people again? Because you know what's going to happen if that happens. There are going to be white people who aren't going to tolerate their bullshit and it's going to hurt them. Some deservingly so, others not. We owe you nothing. We don't even owe you an apology.
And they are openly saying it. I want to roll this clip, but before I do, I need your help. You know they're going to be mad about.
And why do the black people in this sector want me to shut up? Because I'm saying the truth and the truth hurts. If I wasn't saying the truth, they wouldn't want me to shut up. Maybe I should get a different name on YouTube and just go and talk my shit not with my voice, but just in chats, and let them think like they started to think that I was one of them. I was black. Everything was okay. But the second I told them I was white, everything I did and said was because I was white. God damn, you really are white. Wow, you really are white. Oh, you're white. Even the music you listen to, you're white. Even though they listen to some of the same music I do. Black people are the most racist people in America, and it's spilling over into other countries all around the world.
This one. So I need you to like the video. I need you to share the video. Because right now we have thousands of people threatening to harm others, and the media is ignoring it. Everyone is ignoring it. Even YouTubers are ignoring it because they're scared of being called racist or something. So I need you to share the video. I need you to drop a comment. All of that good stuff. If you want to take your support one step further,
And white people aren't allowed to be mad. If we're mad about this shit, we're racist and we need to die? No, I think it's the other way around. And the world would be a much better place if that happened.
you could always donate via Cash App or Super Thanks. It's always greatly appreciated, and it's going to be needed in these times when we have hordes of people coming to, try to steal our groceries. I'm a fat guy, okay? If these savages see me leaving the grocery store, I'm going to be one of their main targets. So I need your help. But all jokes aside, you can donate via Cash.
That joke shouldn't have been made. None of this is funny. For the black people or the white people, none of this is funny.
Cash App or Super Thanks. With that being said, let's roll this clip. Listen closely to what she says, and then I'll be right back with more.
Now, slavery and police brutality aside,
We've already proven it's not police brutality because you dumb motherfuckers wanted body cams. Body cams have proven the cops aren't beating on you. There may be one here and there, but it's proof a lot of you need to be beaten again. Just like white people on the cop cams need to be beaten. They need to be tased. And all people do is throw up racism as like a shield. Well, that's like crying wolf. You're making a joke out of what's going on. Fucking pieces of shit, man.
do you know how incredibly evil you have to be to deny someone food?
Do you know how incredibly evil you have to be to hunt down a mother with her toddler, stab them both, but make sure you kill the toddler? Bianca Ellis. And there are millions of reports like that. Black people take and fling little white children um off of levels in malls. Let a white person do that to a black kid. But you know, the problem is white people don't have to do that because black women do that to their kids every day of the week. And I have to do this and I have to say this for the slow and dopey people. It's not all.
What deep, dark depths of hell do you have to stoop to find it in your heart to not want the next person to have a hot dog?
They're not going for hot dogs, you deluded bitch. They want lobster tails. They want steak. And you are the demons who came out of hell. There are no demons in hell right now because you're all up here.
That's a different level of savagery. That's why I say,
And bitch, you don't look like you're fully black. So if it wasn't for a white person somewhere along the way, you wouldn't be here. You want white people to apologize for shit? How about black people start thanking white people for all they've done to make them free, to make sure they have stuff, to clean up their messes? Oh, what about the slave owners? Fuck the slave owners. It's been proven there were more black slave owners than there were whites. Delusional pieces of shit. Always have to be the victim. Always have to have their hand out for something. Always, 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 always. And then when they're called on it, it's racism. Fuck you.
The DNA, the composition of the DNA is not normal. Because we've already established that all lives don't really matter.
No, they don't. Black lives don't even matter to black people. It's been proven, bitch.
Even though that's what you all love to say whenever you want to deflect. It's your brains that we need to study. What
White people owe black people nothing except, and this is for most black people, spit in their fucking face, a giant lungy, loogie, whatever you want to call it. Fuck those pieces of shit. And it's the majority, but there are some who don't deserve that and get lumped in it, and that's wrong.
is it with you all that you are so, like, what is with your brains that you are so committed to people being subservient to you?
Bitch, that's black people. White people have to be subservient to you. Apparently, we owe you our lives. No, we don't. Apparently, black people created everything in this world. Wrong. Oh, well, white people started from black people. Well, maybe that means people evolved into something better. You ever think of that?
And be the most mediocre people with the most mediocre history and the most mediocre culture.
Mediocre history and culture? Bitch. Most black women are pigs twerking their twats all over the fucking place and teaching their daughters how to do that at an extremely young age. I remember a 3-year old twerking. The black grown women around her were cheering her on, and the more they cheered her on, the more she bent over so her twat could stick out. That's degeneracy. That's being a sexual deviant. And that's what she was being taught to be. You bitches need to get a clue.
If you even want to call it that I've ever seen or heard of in my life.
And if it wasn't for white people, black people would not be out of chains. It would still be going on. White people didn't like what was going on, so they put a stop to it. But just think, if white people had the power to put a stop to it, what power might they have now to put it back in place? Because it seems like it's needed for most of you fucks. And I said most, not all. But you see, there are these pieces of scum who will only clip up what they want to clip up and not play the whole thing. To enrage people into going after white people. But white people are the ones who are getting told they want division. At this point, yeah, I think division is needed to stay away from scumbags like this.
What do you have that you haven't stolen?
Bitch, you want to talk about stealing? You want to talk about stealing, especially in this day and age, where black people have things they use on a daily basis behind lock and key because black people, especially black women, don't know how to keep their hands off of shit that don't belong to them? The beauty supplies? Why beauty supplies? Oh, because they know most of them are ugly pieces of shit. They know this. That's why they try to look like beautiful white women. Don't like what I'm saying? Fuck you. I don't like what's being said. But I gotta sit here, shut up, and take it? Fuck you.
Wait. The most mediocre history? Is this woman serious? So you mean to tell me that you believe white people have the most mediocre history? I mean, have you ever looked at a history book before?
No, because most of them only know how to read texts that come to their DMs and like, ooh, I wanna fuck. Ooh, I wanna suck your dick. Ooh, I'll suck your dick real good. There are so many videos out there of black women who talk about how good they are at sucking dick. You fucking pigs. Oh, I know I suck better than a white woman. And then you wonder why that's all guys seem to think you're good for? What are you putting out there? Oh, well, there's a lot more to us than that, but you don't show it. Jealous pieces of shit.
White people have the most awesome, the most vivid, okay? The most beautiful, the coolest history of all.
I wouldn't go that far, Cinema Shogun, but it's a lot better than the history black people have made for themselves and where they are today.
And I'm just being honest here. Compare the history of white people to the history of black people. What's more interesting? You were living in huts hundreds and or thousands of years ago. You're living in huts now. The history of white people is mediocre. If it wasn't for the history of white people, she wouldn't have a camera phone to be recording this message on.
There you go.
She wouldn't have her hair done.
There you
She
go.
wouldn't even look like that because there had to be some type of white people in the mix somewhere.
Thank
She
you.
wouldn't have a car.
Thank you.
She would be washing her head with cow piss in Africa.
Which she should. She deserves
Literally.
it.
They're over there washing in cow poop and cow piss. And you're telling me that
Because most will not wash their hair because they have wigs and weaves. So they should wash with cow piss. That's what most deserve.
white people's history is mediocre? Like I said, some of these people, they're so out of touch with reality. I'm not saying that everything white people did in history was great, but white people were conquerors. White people were explorers.
And it seems like black people are just thieving animals who need to be put down. And they're proving it once again. And it's not all. But the black people who make their way by having their own businesses, making sure their family has, other black people will put them down. I've seen it on YouTube. There are black women who sell body butters, lotions, perfumes, things that have been crocheted, really beautiful things. Other black people will make fun of that, will try to put their product down, and then blame white people for it. Something's got to change. A lot of black people need to be re educated, but I don't think that can happen. So, like I said, what do you do with a rabid animal? It'd be cheaper than supporting them on fucking Section 8 EBT and all this other shit.
White people were settlers. There really wouldn't even be much of a history without white people. Her people, on the other hand, there's not really many notable things in history that you can think of.
Except they sold their people into slavery. Africans made a fortune off of selling their own people, and it wasn't white Africans. No, 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 no. Also, Somalia, from videos I've seen, is 100% Muslim. Sharia law. They like fucking little kids. And apparently, that was brought here with them. There was also a video of a black woman who could not have her own children. Something was wrong with her insides. What'd she do? She took a toddler and tried to shove it up her twat. Don't believe me? Look it up. That's the white man's fault, too? Please.
And then she said, oh, it's a mediocre culture. White
The mediocre culture is what's allowing you to live, stupid. I've seen black people on videos saying white people have all the power. If that's true, we can put you back in chains. Would you stand for it? Or would you fight us back? Majority of black people today would say they'd fight us back. Well, that means you're making a choice not to be a slave. How come slaves in the past didn't make that choice? Black people today would rather be dead than be slaves. It's a choice. It's not much of one. Not at all. But how come black people back then didn't fight? Oh, because their black people taught them not to fight back. It all goes right back to black people and the bullshit they've done, the bullshit they've taught their kids. It's a problem.
people have probably the most diverse culture in the world. When you think of white people, you automatically think of an American white person, but there's different cultures of white people all over the world. But white people's culture is mediocre to her. But what about her culture? Her culture is sitting in the car, threatening to rob, steal, loot, and kill. That's her culture.
Yup.
White people's culture is mediocre, but black culture is great and excellent.
Nope.
Black culture, which is basically just twerking
Yup.
and shooting and robbing people.
Yup.
Talk about
And don't forget fucking their own kids. How many black women, and I'm sure white women have done it too, but how many black women have killed their kids because the fathers rejected them, if they even were the biological father? How many black women have put their kids in ovens and they've gotten away with it because they claim postpartum? Well, let's see. You pick up your baby, you put it in a crib, you cover it with a blanket. That's only a couple of steps. You take your baby out of the crib, you take it to the kitchen, you put it in the oven, you turn the oven on, you walk away and go get high. All those steps, and you know you can hear your baby screaming and crying while it's being burnt alive. But that's white man's fault, right?
About a mediocre culture, and then she says, "What is it about y'all? Y'all want people to be subservient to y'all."
No, that's what black people want. That's why they want to oppress white people. That's why I get told all the time I shouldn't be allowed to talk on YouTube and I should be dead because piece of shit black people want it so. You've gotten enough. You've gotten more than enough. I will never apologize for being white. But maybe black people should apologize for being black because look what they do. And it's not all.
No, we don't. These people have no self-awareness at all.
Yes, they do. They just don't give a fuck.
What we want is for y'all to stop depending on daddy government to pay for your bills and your food. Y'all are the ones that want to be subservient to the government. We want y'all to be independent. We don't want to pay for your food. We don't want you to be subservient to us. We want you to be self reliant. We want you guys to rely on yourself and not rely.
No, but they feel the white man owes them. Well, a black baby born today, what do white people owe that black baby when that black baby grows up to an adult? Nothing. We're not the ones who owned slaves, but you're contributing everything that happened in the past with white people to white people of today. Well, what if we contributed everything that every degenerate black person does to every other black person? Maybe we should go around killing black people because of what that black piece of shit did to that girl on the train. There was a guy who brutalized and raped a white college girl, left her behind a dumpster, and spit on her and said, "That's for 400 years of slavery, bitch." Maybe we should take shit out on all black people for that. And slavery hasn't been around for 400 years, it's been around for 500 years. And black people were one of the first people to profit from it. Bullshit. I got a delusional, crazy black bitch over here saying she's debunked everything I've said. No, she hasn't. She's just shot off her fucking mouth, which is what a lot of delusional pieces of shit think. They go louder than somebody and they've done something good and they've proven their point. All they've proven is they're a loudmouth piece of shit who don't know anything.
On the government or taxpayers. Talking about y'all just want people to be subservient. No, y'all want to be subservient.
Yep,
Y'all are subservient to the government.
yep.
The government is shut down, and now you don't know how you're going to pay for your rent or pay for your food because you've been subservient to them instead of going out there and making something of yourself or doing something constructive with yourself.
Thank you. And also, these average white people that these piece of shit black people go and attack, how did the average white person shut down the government? The average white person does not want the government shut down. Chuck Schumer wants it shut down. Hakeem Jeffries wants it shut down. And there are how many other Democrats who want it shut down? But you're not willing to go after them. That proves you're fucking cowards. You know, if you go after them, you do anything to them, you're going to have consequences to face. You go after the average Joe Schmo, you have no consequences, especially in these Democrat states that still practice a catch and release, no cash bail. You pieces of shit are getting away with too much. And white people need to wake the fuck up and apparently again have to clean up this mess and put you bastards in your place. Don't like me saying it? Take care of your own people.
And then she says, oh, it's got to be something in the DNA.
I
Finally,
agree.
we're on the same page.
Yep,
Because
there is something in black DNA. Oh, it's the melanated skin that makes us so docile. No. Studies have shown that melanin makes you more violent. Like I said, white people didn't come from black people. We evolved from black people. And evolution, you can see from the past, is better. You don't like me saying this? Change how you fucking are.
there is a difference in the DNA. And that's why we see some people that act like complete savages and
Yep,
other people that act like rational human beings.
yep, yep.
And spoiler alert, the savages aren't the white people.
Thank you.
Okay? You go on the internet and you see
And again, it's not all. Nothing is ever all. But these stupid degenerate fucks don't want to hear that. Because they're jealous. And this jealousy has been put into them since infancy.
who's attacking people on the subway,
Thank you. And who put this into black people? Other black people, not white people.
who's slicing people's throats, who's stabbing people at track meets. Spoiler alert, it's not white people.
Thank you.
Okay? But there's something in their DNA that just causes them to be more violent,
Yep,
to act out irrationally.
yep,
Low impulse control. It's
yep,
something in the DNA. She's right.
yep.
She's on the right track. She just has it a little mixed up. Seriously, I want you to rewind the video and watch the clip of this ignorant woman again. Because you can tell by how she's talking. And you can tell by how most of these people are talking in these videos that they feel as if white people have come together collectively to deny them food.
Meanwhile, white people have come together for hundreds of years to free black people, to take care of them, to make sure they're okay. But no, all they want to see is the bad shit so they can get away with the horrible shit they're doing. Well, let's see. If you fuck a child, that's not white man's doing. That probably comes from the days of you guys having nothing to do but watch animals in Africa. You don't like me saying this? Stop acting like it. You degenerate black people taught white people how to do shit. How do you like that? You don't like it? Knock your shit off. We can say horrible shit to hurt you just as bad as you can say to us. But the problem is, you don't like that. You want to attack and kill white people for it. There's the difference between humans and animals.
How evil do you have to be to deny someone food? I'm not denying you anything.
Exactly.
You have legs, you have arms, go work and get some food. I absolutely hate that most of these videos are recorded in cars because if you have a car in 2025, you basically can have a job.
There you fucking go. If you can have a $350 pair of sneakers, what do you need government benefits for? If you can put $200 worth of hair on your fucking head every couple of weeks, what do you need government benefits for? If you can afford $100 on or more to get these long talon fingernails, what do you need government benefits for? And trust me, you don't look nice with your flappy dappies with all the stupid hair and the fucking talons on the fingernails. You look like you're trying to be the animals you fucking are. Don't like me saying it, stop doing it.
Okay? You could go deliver for some delivery service. It might not be the best money, but you'll be able to eat. You'll be able to survive. Okay?
This is true. This right here is true. Black person on a bike, black person falls. Damn white people! Then it's help me, white people! And then the white people, hey, that's my bike. This sums up most black people perfectly.
But the mentality that these people have is, oh, we might not get food stamps next month. I guess it's because white people are all evil and they've decided that we don't have the right to eat. You have the right to eat just like you have the right to work. If you want a hot dog, go work so you can afford one.
And what does she really want the hot dog for? To stick up her fucking twat? Because most black people are highly sexually amped up all the time, especially the women? Fuck you.
Stop acting like it's every white person on earth's fault that you don't have money for food because you chose to go to the NBA Youngboy concert and you chose to buy the new Jordans and you chose to do this and do that with your money instead of putting food on the table for your kids.
Thank you.
Don't blame white people for the fact that you had 6 kids.
I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of these black women, if they don't keep continually get benefits, they can't get money out of the fathers, they might kill the kids cause, or drop them off somewhere because they don't want them anymore. They're not making them money anymore. I would not be surprised if that starts happening. Oh, wait, it already did. A black bitch gave birth during the government shutdown. There's no way for her to get benefits. She left her baby at the bottom of the stairs in a train station here in New York, knowing damn well the rats in the fucking subway systems eat meat. But she couldn't get any government benefits because she did that. So she did that. That is the essence of most black people. If it wasn't, it wouldn't be happening. And there were plenty of places she could have put that kid that the kid would be safe and nothing would happen to her. But like with birth control, people only want abortions. They want to hurt the child they've created. They want to spite the people who helped create it. I saw a video of a black bitch once who said, "Oh, summer's coming up. I'm not going to ruin my bikini body by having a kid." Then what did you let a dick in you in the first place for? Oh, because maybe that's all most black women are good for, being cum dumpsters, right? You black bitches are nothing but cum dumpsters? I happen to think black people are more than that. I may not sound like it. Well, fuck you. I don't give a fuck anymore what I sound like. People call out what they see, and this is what I'm seeing. But you black people call out shit that you're not seeing. You're fucking dreaming it in your fucking head and putting it out there saying it's the gospel according to Job. Fuck you.
Six different baby daddies and you decided to live on the government may not be able to step up this month and now you're shit out of luck. That's not my fault.
Nope.
It's not any other white person's fault. It's
Nope.
your fault.
Yes.
You have
Yes.
created this problem for yourself.
Yes.
But this is what this community does all the time. They
Yes.
create problems for themselves.
Yep.
They are the problem, but then they blame white people
Yes.
for everything. And I
And then white people have to go and clean up the mess for them.
am absolutely sick and tired of it, and I will not sit by silently as they continue to do this. I don't want to be ugly. I don't want to be mean. But if they're going to be ugly and be mean, then hell, I can give that energy right back. And if you want to make jokes about, oh, you're fucking cousins and you're sleeping with your cousins, we can pull up the real facts, okay?
Exactly. Pull up the real facts. It's unbelievable. And I know this video is going to get me talked about more. Black people in this sector who don't even know I exist, they're going to be directed here to harass me in my comments and whatever. This is what they do. I'm not going to their walls and constantly saying shit about them, but they got to come here to try to shut me up. Well, fuck you. It's not going to work.